Good afternoon. Welcome back today. It's the first game of the AD2L season 46 season, and I'm gonna let you know we're here with the Warrior division coming out with a Dark Horse Storm or DHS. Department of Homeland Security. That's a little crazy though with shit going on right now. And on the other side we got United Egirl Emirates. All right. Hey, I've loved it. I've missed some AD2L. Haven't been able to cast last season due to my fucking school schedule. But we're off on Thursdays, baby. So, we're going to be taking our pants off and watching with the boys. Now, coming in, see, and that's crazy, too, because my wife just left the room, so it's only us. You know what I'm saying? AD2L is for the gamers. Now, we're going to come in with the bands coming out from DHS, that Ice Blast Slice, saying, hey, we're going to put a freeze on those heroes. It's going to be that Omni Knight and the Centaur, most likely two big offlaners. Played with them, played against them, and they're just big, thick boys that you don't like to touch. The third ban is going to be that Juggernaut. Hey, it's a great hero to put somebody on and say, hey, do what you want to do. Press F and win games. UEE is going to go for the Undying Lich ban, probably both supports, unless somebody on DHS plays that Undying in the core role. Night Stalker is going to be a little bit different. Don't see a lot of it, and it usually just griefs my games. We'll see it happens here. And then Storm Spirit is going to be banned, and that's probably a targeted ban because Storm Spirit feels pretty horrible right now. However, I'm not a mid laner, so I can't tell you what is right and wrong, but I can tell you we're going to be picking up a Shadow Shaman as the first hero for DHS. They're going to go for a Doom ban as well. They're really worried about the UEE offlaner. I can't remember who it is. I think that's Dial. And they're going to be picking up the Slard on UEE, which is strange because you would assume the Slardar is going to be in that offlane role. They solidify it hard, so you don't have to worry about those offlane bans anymore. Something bad like the Doom, unless you're going to be picking up something that needs to be able to get spells off, like a Necrophos. I don't think the Drow. Probably, what's good against Drow? Maybe a Huskar, because you're not going to be able to heal. Huskar can get Omni Slashed, Centaur can run away. Are you going for a Huskar? Like, are you just setting up the whole game for him? You have a Shadow Shaman, which wouldn't be bad. Alright, UEE is going to be thinking about this. They're going to ban out the Tide too. They're going to go for a Jakiro. Jakiro, not a bad pick, not a bad pickup. I would like to see, something a little crazy right here would be a Bane. Bane can be really strong against the Jakiro. You level up that Enfeeble. It makes it really hard for him to harass you, so you can only use those spells, and you just handle it. Coddle. Okay, something we never see here. Coddle Bristleback. Oh, God. This is toxic. All right, well, DHS really rolling in that ice situation. We do see what's happening up in Minnesota, and they're going to bring it down to DHL, buddy. What is this? This isn't DHL. What the fuck is DHL? That's the Slack shit. This is fucking AD2L, baby. They're going to bring the toxicity over here, and they're just going to be running shit down. I will say, UEE needs to bring up a break right now. They need to bring up a hero that either has a break in it or will be building a break. Because if you do not, this Bristleback is going to beat your face in, and you're not going to do anything about it. He doesn't really care about Slardar. He gets a bunch of health and a bunch of armor with the reduction as well. Is going to be super rough. I've played against it as one, as an AA, and two, as a Venomancer. And both games were very difficult in Britain's Bristleback because we didn't buy a break. So we'll see if they're going to do something. UEE, though, they're thinking about it. They're putting a little swish swash on that ish. You know what I'm saying? So, a little bit of boo wop bam. What's that mean? I have no fucking clue. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. Invoker. Okay, so this could be a mid invoker to a 4 invoker. I think 4 invoker is not gonna do very well against the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman does big damage, especially if you pick up like a Dark Horse Storm Spectre. Right now, I think she does very well against the Invoker support with the Shadow Shaman. Does big damage, locks people down, can just beat them to... Alright, it's definitely a mid-Invoker with the 4 Spirit Breaker. Probably going to pick up the Silver's Edge on the Spirit Breaker so you can be greedy. It's really going to suck for the Jakiro this game. You're just going to just be SOL, especially if they pick up the Spectre right now. Spectre, I don't think would mind against a Slardar Spirit Breaker double stun lane, but I'm not really sure how that is. You could also go PL right here, right? I mean, I guess they have the Tornado, but you can dodge a lot. They're going to go for an Ember Spirit. Okay. I think UEE right now needs like a solid lockdown hero that will be able to catch the Ember, build what you need. Wraith King might be good. Doom is, I can understand why they banned the Doom, just in case.
5 seconds. Hurry.
Solid lockdown. You could go Troll Warlord, but I think you have a bad time against the Bristleback. Clinks is not as good as he was. Ember. What do you do against Ember here? You either need to pick something that's going to be able to kill the supports very quickly,
Only 10 seconds.
or lock down the Bristle and be able to kill him with the Ember Spirit there. You could go something like Lena. I mean, you'd really struggle against the Bristle, but you could kill the Shaman and the Keeper of the Light. They're going to ban a Ricky, so they think it's going to be a mid-Ember with an off-lane Bristle. Makes sense. They need something here. Dark Horse Storm, their lineup is looking well as long as the Bristleback performs, right? It's kind of like, hey, you need to make sure he doesn't need a Viagra or else you're cooked. You know what I mean? So you can't have any anxiety here. You got to be bricked up, ready to go. And I haven't seen a lot of Dark Horse Storm recently, so I'm not going to know who's playing the off lane, but I got faith. We'll see what happens. UEE right here. This is a hard game. Spirit Breaker needs to do very well. Invoker needs to win his lane. You do that, and then I think you have a carry here. I say Wraith King. Something that gets online early wouldn't be too bad. You know, that could also build a break. You could go like Muerta maybe. That would be kind of weird. It wouldn't really fit in with the role that you need. So that would be the only problem. Okay, Muerta. What else we got? I wish I could pick up like a list of shit. A carry Lycan would be kind of strange, but it could work, right? I mean, you just run past the Bristleback and try to catch the Keeper of the Light and the Shadow Shaman, and the Ember jumps around, and then once he's run out of things, you know, you kill him. A carry Abba wouldn't have been bad either. I think it would have struggled a little bit harder, but we'll see. Well, the carry Abba, I think. Are you going PL? If UEE picks PL, I might just abandon this stream. I might go play something else. Ursa's not a bad pick, actually. Great ban by DHS. So good choice there. Would have been good against the Bristleback. Nothing else builds stacks really like that. Other than Huskar, but Huskar does not want to fight the Bristle there, and I don't know if you carry the Huskar. I don't know if he carries enough. I mean, I guess he gets online early, especially if he's carry. He gets, you know... I could see it, maybe. I could see it. You don't care really about the Keeper of the Light. You can jump on the Ember. Ooh, this might be a carry Huskar game. That'd be kind of crazy. Okay, alright, let's think about it. So we've got Muerta carry Huskar. They could go PL. You know. PL could chase down the supports. What else you got here? What else you got? They banned Ricky and Abaddon. Ricky makes you not want to do things. He jumps on. He kills your backliners. Okay, so who are you carrying? Who wants to not get jump on? Who doesn't want to get silenced? I'm thinking PL. PL is very big right now. I think you might go Spectre. UEE goes Spectre. I think either side can go Spectre. I think UEE goes Spectre. You struggle a lot, but I think if you can make it happen, you're going to do okay. Dark Horse Storm with the Dawnbreaker. Okay. That wasn't the fucking play right there. That was not it. What the fuck? Yeah, that was crazy. UEE right now. What you thinking about? Okay, so you
10
see the
seconds to
Dawnbreaker. They've
pick.
just griefed their draft completely. I think the PL might be
5
fine,
seconds
honestly.
remain.
PL or Spectre. Spectre, the Dawnbreaker wants to play by yourself. Spectre, you know, hey, we'll punish that. Can kill the Shadow Shaman or the Cuddle pretty easily. Pick up an Orchid. You might be able to kill the Ember Spirit as well, rather than going the Phylactery build with a little flexibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, you're not having a Pilates instructor that shit, but you could just go fucking haymaker. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we got 30 seconds on the clock right here for UEE. Gotta choose something to play the game. And they're gonna go for a gyrocopter.
Your strategy.
Okay. I think this is gonna be a bit of a challenge here for... What? Is this a carry? Wait. Is this a carry Jakiro with an offlane gyrocopter? Did they switch up roles? Am I having a stroke right now? What's going on? What? I feel like this is a carry Bristle right now. And honestly, I don't play a lot of Bristle, to be honest, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm not a fan of the seeing red facet. I tried it once, lost the game. To be fair, we were losing anyways, but yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about it. Hey, there we go. We got to keep her light with Recall rather than fucking Solar Bind. All right, they might actually win this game, actually. Okay, they might win this game. It's going to be crazy. Mind of Tornados. Bull Rush, yeah, pretty much. Solar Charged. Chain Gang. Chain Gang's interesting. I see more Chain Gang on support Ember. I saw it the other day. I like the double hit Ember on core Ember, but to each their own. Chicken Fingers, yeah, I like it. All right, I think Dark Horse Storm has the better facets other than Chain Gang and Seeing Red, but I'm just not a Seeing Red fan. I think Chain Gang is okay. UEE right here is just fucking griefing. I don't need, you know, they're having fun this season. You know what I mean? They're having fun. They're having fun. Level 30 Invoker. My God, get a fucking life. Play a different hero. Jesus. Like 100 heroes in the fucking game, and you're playing only one of them at a time. All right, on to the mid lane here.
Well,
we're all running down. We got a
get to it, shall
5-man
we?
smoke on the side of UEE coming out. And, you know, hey, they're just going to take a little time walking down the lane, DHS. You know, they've got nowhere to be. You know, it's a fantastic Thursday night playing a little competitive Dota with the fans. And that's what you like to see. We got a good luck, have fun over here. It looks like they're going to be walking up with the smoke. A leading from the Gyrocopter. Doesn't have anything leveled yet, but does have the Quelling Blade. They're going to be breaking onto the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is going to jump in onto 5. Oh, no, the Sunstrike doesn't hit, though. They're going to turn in. They have a big bash from the Cuddle. It's going to hit onto 5. They're going to kill the Dawnbreaker. They're going to be able to shackle onto the Spearbreaker. Spearbreaker is going to try to get away. He's going to go down to the Bristle. No, I don't know who does. It's going to go to the Cuddle. They're going to be chasing. They have the Bristle running after, but he doesn't have the Seeing Grin. Or he doesn't have boots, and it looks like the Chikiro is going to get away. They lose a 1-for-1, but getting the first blood is going to be great for UEE. They're all going to probably back up and try to get a little health, except for the Jakiro, who's going to instantly sprint across the map and try to get something else out of this. So, hey, there we go. It looks like they might want to scrap a little big brawl in Holland down here, but we'll see what the Mind of Tornados is going to do here. I do like playing support Invoker, and I do like going the Quas Exhort build, especially even if I'm going the Mind of Tornados. But I want to see what he does. I want to see what he does, to be honest. And maybe I'll learn something. I like to do the like 4-4 Exhort and then just max Exhort and Wex at the same time and then just drop Meteors everywhere and fucking... Because then you get the 2 Force Spirits. But we'll talk about that in a second. What we're going to talk about right now is we're going to be introducing everybody that's playing, so you know who's playing and who to cheer for. As a caster, we only cheer for game number 3 in the playoffs and courier kills that happen on camera. So you... Listen, I'm only in my pajamas right now in a sweatshirt. You want me to just be more excited? I'll be taking them off if you get those courier kills and I get to see them, baby. In the carry position for DHS or Dark Horse Storm is going to be that Giraffe on the Bristleback. We see a kill in the top lane. We're going to miss it because I don't care. As a pause 5 False Promise playing the Coddle. I don't like this set because it makes him look like Bat Rider. In the mid lane, we've got a Tins on the Ember Spirit with the bottle already. I'd like to see how he's going to build here. He's going to go with the Fern build. And in the top lane, we do have a Barry in the off lane, Dawnbreaker. And last but not least is going to be Bert 7, 6-7 on the Shadow Shaman as the pause 4. On the other side for UEE or United Egirl Emirates is going to be a pause 5 Jakir being played by Tenoob. Is going to be walking out there. Shadow Shaman right now has already died once, so he's got to be careful. Is going to be a carry Gyrocopter walking over, taking a lot of damage right now. There's going to be pinging, swinging, and banging, but it looks like he's going to make some space for his carry dial on the Gyrocopter. In the mid lane, we've got a Invoker being played by DJ Bread and Butter, being sponsored by Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. Is going to be going for the, what did I say, the Quas Exhort even with the Mind of Tornadus. Is going to also go for the Null Talisman into the Midas Boots, and then most likely the Rod of Atos. So we'll see if it's going to happen there. In the bottom lane, we've got Gambit on that pause for Spirit Breaker. And last but not least is going to be the Blanket Man on the Slardar. So a nice little bash right there by Gambit, and it looks like there's going to be a little harassing down in this bottom lane. Now we want to look at some last hits and denies, a little net worth maybe. Looking pretty good across the board right here. You know, the Radiant side doing pretty well, you know, but the Dire side's not seeing too far away. They're going to do a little harass onto the Bristleback. If they don't have wands immediately, does have the stick, needs to upgrade it, has it queued up, so we'll see if he's going to buy it. And it looks like the Spirit Breaker is going to be lacking right now. This is going to be a bad problem to have, you know. You really need to get that wand up. With the mist stun from the Slardar is going to cause problems. There's a little mist mana up on this Dawnbreaker up in the top lane, harassed out by the Gyrocopter. Jakiro coming over to fight the Shadow Shaman, taking a lot of damage, has 6 tangos. You got to start using those, buddy. They aren't going to be used by themselves. They're going to be trying to cut off this Dawnbreaker. Going to take a lot of damage. He's going to get slowed, and the Afterburner is going to make them faster and faster, baby. And they're going to be going down with a nice hammer toss to the low ground. Looks like the Dawnbreaker is going to get away, and the Shadow Shaman is going to make sure nobody else comes over. Does have the Hex on hit if he decides to use it. We're going to go back bottom. We see the charge from the Spirit Breaker back to his lane to make sure he's trying to just get in there, cause a ruckus, and then get away. So we'll see what happens here. Bristleback having a good time. And we'll take a look at the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Does have the most net worth in the game right now, but honestly that doesn't mean much. We do see a courier kill in the chat, but we didn't get to see it on camera, so it looks like it's not going to happen too much. In the top lane, nothing's going to be happening over here. I thought something was going to happen, but it was a little off. So we'll see. Alright, this Ember Spirit being very aggressive right now. He does have the bottle. He's going to go for the charge on the rune. I'm surprised this Invoker is not denying the runes with his Forge Spirit, at least. I don't know. I feel like he could be doing that. Or getting the Spirit Breaker to rotate over and make sure it's not getting picked up. I feel like there's a lack of connection here, but hey, something to work on. You know what I mean? Something to work on. Maybe they got something that I don't know cooking in the background, like on the back burner, baby. Alright, Shackle onto the Hex, sorry, onto the Gyrocopter, who's honestly just gonna push people out of this lane. This flat cannon shit sucks. I really hate it. Especially laning against it, it really sucks. You just fucking flat cannon the shit out of people and they can't do anything, right? I don't know what else you do. Right, and then you're half health and you're trying to fight, and you know, your mom's calling you and complaining that you haven't talked to her in months, and, you know, then you're like, I don't know, man, and then, you know, your wife's calling you a bad husband because you didn't feed the cats on time, and then your, you know, fucking baby mama is texting you about, you know, missed child support payments, and now you're living under a bridge, and this is all because a fucking Gyrocopter flat cannoned you a couple times, you know what I mean? This shit, you know, that's the way it goes, though. Bristleback is going to be going for the Vanguard instantly, which is just surprising. Because it doesn't feel like he's really got a problem in this lane. I wonder if he could be a bit more greedy, especially against the Spirit Breaker. Dawnbreaker is going to go for the Soul Ring. We're going to be looking mid to the Invoker again. Still taking a lot of damage. Did go... listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm not something fantastic, but damn, do I know Dota, you know? They don't know that Jakira's missing, I think, in the top lane. He's going to be here with a rotate mid, and they do have connection bottom. Picks up the haste. Is going to make sure that the Ember Spirit is not going to be getting the bottle rune. He's going to be whacking him a bunch, and misses the ice path. He does get the bash off the charge. Shackle is going to happen. It looks like he's taking a lot of damage on the Ember Spirit. He's going to turn back in. Does get a kill underneath the tower, and it looks like that Jakira's going to have to walk away. Not the gank they needed, but hey, you know, it made sure he didn't get the haste rune, and I think that's the most important part about this gank. You know, just kind of keeping the Ember Spirit under the ground. Not like you have a choice, woman. Took my chair back here. I'm gonna sit down for a second. Alright, Shadow Shaman is walking back up. I don't think he's going to do much up here. It is the 7-minute rune. No one's going to be aggressive. They're going to be aggressive onto the Gyrocopter, though. Not the rune. He's going to be grabbing. He uses the Afterburner facet to try to get away, but it looks like the spin is going to be doing too much. They're going to get a lot of damage on him. He does do the Tread Swap Afterburner again, and he's going to be delivering the wand. It gets the pullback out with that hit. He's going to go down. Kill. Oh my god. Barry Jerry is just doing damage to Sunstrike. He's going to miss. He's going to turn back. He's going to make sure it's not going to go into the Invoker. He's going to turn back around. The Shakira's just trying to hit him. Slardar's bashing him. The charge up onto the Shadow Shaman is not going to be enough in time. It does connect, but it looks like it's not going to be there. He's going to be hexed underneath the tower. He knows he can't do much. He's going to hex another one underneath the tower. Is anybody going to come to his aid? He gets stunned up. He's going to get bashed up. He's going to get slapped up, baby. And he does go down. That was wild. Hey, that was some AD2L right there, baby. That's what I love to see. Just the bash and grash of AD2L. You know, just running at each other, helping teammates, and does get a kill underneath the tower with the chain gang. Does pick up the rune by the Spirit Breaker, though. That is feel a little unfortunate for the Ember Spirit, but does like to get those first 2 charges on the urn. It's gonna go Boots of Travel. Interesting. This Ember Spirit build is I've not seen it before, so what to see. I'm gonna move my headset because yeah, I cast without my headset on because I don't like to hear the game. It just gets in my head, and then I just start listening. You know. They want to go on the Gyrocopter again, and honestly, I'm not surprised. I feel like he is not big enough to be left alone, but he's not small enough to warrant a babysitter. You know, he's in that weird adolescent phase, pre-adolescent phase. Bristleback is going to be fighting over here for his life. He's going to be walking over. They do have a Slardar ult. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. They do know that Coddle is down here. Coddle is going to be just blasting these waves out, which is exactly what you need here, right? Slardar is going to be chasing him down. Dawnbreaker is going to be here. They're going to get the Dawnbreaker into the Slardar. Slardar is going to stay and fight. Does get the bash off before the spin. Pull from the hammer is going to be there. Going to be looking for the Jakira. Jakira is going to be walking away. The chain gang is going to be there. Catches onto. They're going to be going for the Slardar. Slardar is going to go down. Oh, at the same time, though, they have the Sunstrike. It does get the kill with the ultimate from the Spirit Breaker. Oh my god, Shadow Shaman's going to be there. Gets some hex, gets the shackle off, and does get a kill with the support of the tower. The only one living is going to be the Egirl, but not enough mana to be able to pop that ultimate and push people away. So, but with a rotate from the Ember Spirit with him dying as well is going to give a little bit of time for the Ember or the Invoker to be able to handle his lane, and does go for the double non-toss. Now, what did I tell you? Push out the lanes with the Chaos Meter, the fucking meatball, and be able to use those forward spirits. I'm telling you, you know, this is how, the same way I played Pause for Invoker, you just make a lot of space. And just push out lanes, force them to be there, you know what I mean? We'll see if that's what's going to happen here. It is 10 minutes, so it's the first rollback to daytime. And Dawnbreaker is going to be going for the axe first. I'm not surprised. This is kind of what I built too. right? Especially with the solar charged ultimate. Alright, we're gonna go into the mid lane. Charge is gonna land with the tornado. Big slam onto 2. Spirit Breaker does not have the ultimate, so he's gonna be able to have to walk him down, you know what I'm saying? Bash hits. Oh, he's trapped. Oh, the ice path is gonna save though. He needs to hit something, do anything. You can't get out by doing nothing. And he's gonna go down on the Shadow Shaman. So it's a 1-for-1 situation. He's gonna get right by it. He's gonna get the slam on 2. And the Egirl taking a lot of damage. He's gotta be careful. Oh, too bad they don't have to. Oh, the jump on the Ember. He's aggressive. And they're gonna be going after the Invoker as well. The EMP push is going to push back the Dawnbreaker, make sure nothing happened there. Good little click, 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 click. I could hear his fucking keyboard clicking right there as he was trying to type that one out. So, great play by the Ember to be able to jump across and knowing he could get a kill on the Egirl. And Spirit Breaker, do something. The panic was there. Oh my god. I know I keep calling them a DHS, but they aren't real ice agents. You can hit them back, you know what I mean? Holy shit. Alright, bottom lane is looking for the charge right now, but it's not going to connect. And we will look. Dawnbreaker going for the eggs, like I said. Is going to go for the point booster first. We'll see what she's going to be building up to in a couple of minutes. It looks like they're going to look for the gyrocopter. We'll keep an eye on the map there for that gank. Yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. Gyrocopter is going to see this coming. It's going to be a walk away. Picks up 2 barriers. Might be walking towards the stun now. Has the ultimate. He's going to use it. No, just died before. Okay, using it super late. Jumping from the hero is going to be here turning after the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker's just going to walk away. Shadow Shaman's walking in. He's going to be aggressive with a charge from Spirit Breaker. He's going to land on 2. The Ember Spirit not going to do a whole lot. Is he going to look for the change? Not going to look for it. We have a Shag or X onto the hero. Disable onto the hero. Ult from the... Oh, that Sunstrike lands in Spirit Breaker ult is going to help out with the ultimate from the Egirl. He's going to take down that Dawnbreaker. We do get a kill middle underneath the tower onto the Invoker, who did die to the Ember Spirit, unfortunately. Egirl is going to be over here looking for his help out against the tower. They drop snakes on the tower. They have fortification on each side. Is going to take care of that. Egirl could come take care of these creeps. He's going to take care of 1. He's going to take care of 2. It looks like the 3rd's going to get taken care of. It looks like the Ember is tanking for the tower as well. He's going to get hexed. He has a shackle. Chain is going to be there. Shackle on top of it. And he's going to go down with the blast from the horse. He's going to... He's gonna fucking be the last thing he hears, you know? Alright, Spirit Breaker's gonna be here. He didn't use a teleport, he uses the charge. Invoker, farming the snakes. I like to see it. Ember Spirit is going to be running and he's going to get a root onto the Invoker. Hammer is going to drop down. Charge on Spirit Breaker. Oh, with the spin on a 3 times, and he's going to get another kill with a double unstoppable onto the Ember Spirit here. This Veil and the Spirit Vessel is just crushing right now. So, Dawnbreaker still going for the Axe. Ember Spirit with the Vessel, or the Veil of Discord and the Vessel. It's kind of crazy. I wonder if he's going to go for like a full magic build, like with like a Shiva's and maybe an Axe. I could definitely see it. He's doing really well right now. He's got a bunch of gold to his name. Bristleback is also going to be going for an Axe and the Shard. I'm not surprised. Pretty common Bristleback build. I think they just leave him down here because he's not going to get pushed out by the Slardar, who does want to rotate, and so you should be able to farm pretty impeded. Unimpeded? I guess. I don't know. Whoever fucking knows English, tell me, and I'll make it right next time. Mr. Burt on the Shadow Shaman, or Burt, I don't know, whatever your fucking name is. Shadow Shaman is going to be picking up the Blink Dagger, and we're going to be hitting this tower right now. Shadow Shaman, get in there, buddy. Just right-click the tower. Your damage matters, okay? There we go. Coddle's got the right idea. Alright, Keeper Light, last one on the list, is going to be going for the Force Staff. Has not picked up a neutral item. Is 14 minutes in the game right now. I don't know when this became available, but it has definitely been sooner than this. Is this a pattern on the team? No, it's just one of you. What the fuck is happening here? Okay. Anyways, we're going to be looking at the Chikiro. It is nighttime, going for the Solar Crest. Alright, it's a choice. Spirit Breaker is going to go for the Urn of Shadows. I mean, I haven't seen this build in a long time. This is like fucking interesting. They're going to go, oh, that catch on too! He's going to be from the Egirl with the charge in. Bristleback's going to be here. The Chaos Spirit comes down. They're going to get the kill. They're going to be looking at Slardar. He's going in deep. Does have the blink jumping from the Emirates. Going to be here looking at the Slardar. Slardar is going to be fighting on the first right. Goes back. Dawn Holt is going to be there landing onto the Slardar. Ice Path is going to land onto the Emirates for 8 seconds. And Gyrocopter is going to fight with the Black Hand. He's going to instantly go down. I mean, he's got nothing to do here. And they're going to exactly prove that. Don't even know what that means, but there you go. Egirl is going to walk away with his life. Almost has the Pavis in his inventory. Spear Breaker on the other side, though. And I said the Spear Breaker needs to get items, right? You need a break in this game. You need to get that Silver's Edge. And the way you're playing right now is not going to happen. You need to go push waves. You need to be putting out pressure on the map. Even if it's just to force Dawnbreaker not there. You know, the difference is right. If Dawnbreaker is here on the other side of the map, and she ults in, the time of her not being at that fight is damage she's not putting out. Right? Or presence she's putting in the fight, or pressure on whoever she's hitting. You know what I mean? You know, of course she's going to get to the fight faster than you, but that's, I mean, you kind of got to deal with that for right now. You just don't have anybody in a situation that can take a fight, and, you know, you just got to push out these lanes. Slardar is going to go for the shard. I feel like Slardar is a very feast or famine hero. You know, back in the day, Beastmaster used to be a very big feast and famine hero. I think he's the #1 right now. You know, like you either get what you need in lane and you dominate the game, or you just do nothing. You know, and that's hard. So how do you do? I don't know. I don't know.
Middle tower has fallen.
Invoker, okay, they're going on to the Dawnbreaker. They could use a charge tag, and they have it. There we go. We're going to be doing a lot of damage. Some charges on this, but they're going to get some badges, and no. Charge is going to be going across. They're going to try to get some heals on before Dawnbreaker does go down. They have the smoke in. Is going to charge. All right, they go on the back line. He's going to get the kill. Oh, the Hex with the Shackle, and they're going to keep the Dawnbreaker. Ult is going to drop down. It's not going to be in time. She's going to go down. And they're going to be looking for the Spear Breaker. Spear Breaker is going to be used up by the Coddle, and they're going to get a kill. So, honestly, not a bad trade, Spear Breaker, for the Dawnbreaker. You know, your offlaner for the pause 4 is not there. Okay, what I tell you, I told you, the boots Midas into Rod of Atos. If he builds an Nags next, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. I just spilled my drink all over my chest. Fuck it.
Top tower is being attacked.
We'll put it in the wash. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, really needs to push these these Forge Spirits out, right? You know, he's doing it right now, but he's not doing terrible. Right? He's doing better than I would. You know what I mean? Or at least I do.
Top tower has fallen.
But definitely doing the same build, right? The 4 in Quas to make sure he gets the second Forge Spirit, and then. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, alright? There needs to be... Listen, alright, we're going to go bottom right now. We're going to be looking at the Jakiro dying, charging onto the Coddle. He's going to be there. It's going to hit. They have the Macrobire out on 1. He's going to get a kill on the Jakiro. Coddle does die with the Sunstrike kill. Not going to get too much else, though. Hey, listen, there needs, you know, next to fucking Banquet, Subwoofer come in and say who's guessed the most items and heroes correctly. Because it's going to be me every fucking season. That's why we don't do it, baby. It's just going to be back to back to back, bite me, Twitch. God damn. Anyways, we're going to be looking at the last hero. It's going to be the Gyrocopter going for the axe again. Another hero with the eggs in this game. It just sets him up behind. You know, he just needs to farm a lot, and he's not getting what he needs right now. It kind of sucks too. I mean, but the aggression I think for DHS has really slowed down because they've taken all the tier 2s. So I think Gyro can play a bit more aggressively. I don't think he will though. He's probably a little nervous about what they're going to do. Alright, it looks like DHS and UEE want to take the Torm, charge in onto the Shadow Shaman ult in a crush from the Slardar, and they're going to get a kill. Ice Path on 1 is going to be there. They don't have an Acrobatic. The Rose is slow. Or Jakiro is dead to the Bristleback. They have the Dawnbreaker ult. Is going to land on nothing. She's going to be following something charge. She's going to land on 1, 2, 3 heroes. But the Slardar does go down in the spin length with a blast from the column. And that old man is going to be taking cheeks today, buddy. Just like a prison wife. Anyways, Gyrocopter is going to be having a blast right now, just shooting down some creeps. We're going to be going up in the top lane here, taking the corner. Probably going to the bottle, most likely. Nice, good heal. Ooh, goes to the Shadow Shaman instead. All right. That's 1 against me, Subwoofer. We'll start counting right now. Remember when you could cast this shit on people, fucking Hex, and then dispel them or something? God damn, that was crazy, right? You know? I know I always say shit that, like, people shouldn't play the way I play, but I wish this Dawnbreaker would go hit some fucking creeps, right? Go get your ult off cooldown, and then join fights, you know? Like, your ult being on cooldown right now is not helpful for anybody. You know, spin. Okay. Alright, we're just doing what the fuck ever. Ember Spirit is gonna go for the bots. Back for the bots. Going for the Kaya Sange. I'm not surprised. You know, Kaya will help out. Oh, pump fakes the ice path. Oh, hits it again. Alright, he's gonna land on 1. But I think you're dead. I'm sorry, my boy.
Korea will never answer for its awful crimes, now that it's dead.
Unfortunate for the Jakiro there. I think he needs a 4-stab. Alright, he's gonna pick up 4-stab. I think he just needs to go Hurricane Bite. I think he'd be okay for the most part. Like 4-stab, let me take the win there. I think he's just gonna be super Versus gonna come out. Bristleback has some pretty good gold, pretty good, you know, in region with this title. Never gonna have any bristleback, real bristleback problems. Just have the Shard. I wonder if they're gonna try to get the AC before they go high ground. Hey, Bristol's trying his best to get these, and Dawnbreaker is definitely not making it easy for him. So. Maybe they're just going to hit it. Maybe they're just going to put pressure in. They do know the gyro's over here. They know somebody's over here. They probably figure it's the gyro. They have an idea. Dawn, we got to check the Coddle. Okay, he gets a Dormant Curio. Whatever. He's going to go for the Ags. Okay, who are you recalling? You can recall yourself? Oh my god. I didn't know this. Oh, that's so insane. Okay, they're going to be going on to the Invoker deep. Dawnbreaker's going to be there. They have Dust on the Invoker jumping from the Ember. Is going to be there. He's going to be gone back. They're going to turn on to the Cooper. The Cooper is going to be charging out. He's going to get blasted by the command. And the Ice Path lands on 4. Big, huge Ravage. They're going to pull back, but he's going to go down. It looks like they might take that tower too. They have the Ember back here fighting. They just Slardar fighting as well. The snakes are going to be hitting the tower, hitting the racks now. UE, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what you do here. This is not where you wanted to be, and this just can't be where you are right now, right? If that makes sense. You're way too far behind for what you need, and I don't think you just play game 2. I think you just roll out game 2, call it a 1-1, and just fucking live through it. Shiva's in the Ags, yeah, that's what it was going to be. First of all, for the AC. I mean, when you have no mana problems, like, it's probably not an issue. He hasn't done it always yet, so that burn is not going to do too much, even though he does have the Shard to pull you in. Shadow Shaman only has Blink. Probably an Aether Lens next, I guess. I don't really know what else you do on Shadow Shaman. Once you have Blink, your game's just done. I guess you could go Refresher if you really cared. I do like Ags on Shadow Shaman too, especially for somebody that just doesn't do that, or somebody that they keep going on, you can just shackle them and just fucking zap the shit out of people.
Dyer's
So it
top
might not
tower
be
is
too
being
bad, but he's about
attacked.
2,000 gold off, so we'll see. However, the game might not last that long. Snakes are getting dropped again. It's going to be doing a big amount of damage. Nice ice path on two. Meteor hammer's going to be, or the meatball going to be there. Dawnbreaker ult is going to land on nobody, but the Solid does go down. Big damage coming out from the gyrocopter. Is he going to get enough? Solid going to fight back. They're going to go on the Bristlebreaker. It goes down. Nobody does have the edge. Is going to go for the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is going to be maybe alive. Bristleback is not dying, and he's walking away. Is he going to see red here? No, his ice path, great ice path, is going to be going back onto him. Shadow Shaman's going to go down to EMB, and they're going to be walking back. Bristleback is going to get a kill onto the gyrocopter. Charge is not going to land because of the tornado, and they almost have the set of racks right here. They want to be able to get these to be able to push in some very aggressive mega creeps. Ice path landing on two, Magnifire's going to be there, Gold Charge is going to land onto two. They're trying to look for the Dawnbreaker ultimate. Oh, the hammers, or the, God, I keep calling it the hammer. The ball's going to come down, staying on two from the other here. Kills one. They're looking for another. It looks like he's going to get a kill. He does. But that God-like spree. What is he? 13-1. My God. And they do get the Atos on the Bristleback. They're trying their best to get the kill. And Invoker just fight till he died. There we go. Alright, they get a kill on one. Invoker's trying to run away. You just use your Midas. Don't die. Alright, charge lands in on the Hemisphere. He doesn't have a charge right, or a jump right now. Tornado's going to be there. He needs something. He's waiting. He needs 3 seconds. He's going to get the Atos. Oh, come on, Spearbreaker, you've got this. Throw the, does. Sunstrike lands so much gold to the Invoker. There you go, with the tip to 1,200 gold. And that is definitely what's going to finish his Aghanim. So, nice. Okay, a lot of buybacks there. Dawnbreaker Wolf is going to get a kill onto the Gyrocopter, who's just way out of position. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 buybacks here from the side of UEE. I think so. Dawnbreaker is going to go the Desolator. Alright. I mean, I think at this point you can just do whatever you want. I don't think it really matters. But I mean, hey, every game's throwable. Don't quote me on that, but this game is looking pretty solid in the bag right now. Good ice path, nice. And with the EMP kills one. Yes, it does. They're looking for the Dawnbreaker. Last from the thought is going to be there. There's going to be there. Oh, gets a kill on one. They're looking for another, and it looks like that's going to be a game right there. Good game, well played. Game one is going to be going to the Dog Horse Storm. And we'll see if game number 2 is going to be looking any better. Good luck and be ready.